Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Washington Huskies and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Pony Express put SMU football on the map, and Gerald J. Ford Stadium continues to shine. Opened in 2000, its capacity of 32,000 has grown over the years. The SMU Mustangs are high on the success of last season and hope to pack the Pony again this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Mustangs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. On the move, it's Carr. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Williams. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Williams will pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Caught in the backfield. It's Hale. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. The play action fake. Steps away to find some room. Connection to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Got his man on the outside. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Washington wants to go quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Williams. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Trying to set up the screen. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Carr. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little...
Snags it, and there's running room. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He'll pitch it. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Throwing, Williams. Finds his man. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Williams will pass. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Looking to move the chains, Washington now on 4th down. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the 1st half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down. But
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up.
Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Jennings. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
At the 35, he's open. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carr. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10?
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Williams looking for a man. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got a first down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Arizona taking on the sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the running back has it. Maybe some room here. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Escapes the pressure going right. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Sweet spin. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Green. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Trying play action. Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, SMU.
Yeah, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Husky's offense out there and ready to go. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try. Breaks into the open. Past the 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Hale. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. That's caught. It's Hale. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do.
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Dances away. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Maybe a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. And as he throws, a strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them...
Snags it, and he's open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Running inside. It's Carr. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Third down from the gun, Williams. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the grab. It's Hale. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Right down the middle. Over the middle, it's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. He goes right back to the air. It's complete to the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to Washington again. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. On the option. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. There's some room. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the...
Looking to take a shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Williams. Caught by Williams on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Quarterback running on the draw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Push ahead on the sneak. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And they try to get the defense off balance and go out wide, and they were ready. Just like 1st down, just like 2nd down. They gave up some yards on this drive, but really bowed their neck up, and a big 4th down decision looming for this offense.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Pocket breaking down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.